What's up, everybody? I don't know if anybody's here yet or not. We'll see. I'm about 4 minutes late myself. Got 3 here, looks like. Looks like there might be 3. Well, let's see if Trinity's here yet. I don't know if she is or not. Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy? I was about 4 minutes late. I was talking to Jennifer and lost track of time. I figured Trinity would be waiting, but you or Trinity, I figured one of you would be here. I got the furnace last night, and some miracle, I checked the wiring that my son did on the thermostat, and he had it hooked up wrong. So my original furnace actually works. So I got that one for nothing. But that's okay. I got it so cheap that it's such a good price that it was worth getting anyway as a backup. And besides that, I can probably make it work in the studio, so that will save me from having to worry about heat for the studio. It's kind of a central unit, so I can build a box with some vents on it or whatever and make it work. Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, I think it takes 12 volt, so we'll see. Well, I got my coffee. Good company with Ken. Let's see if anybody else joins us. Oh yeah, sure. We get cold here. It's a different kind of cold. Yeah, up north you got the snow to insulate things. Down here you don't. So it does get cold. Well, I've seen it get below 0 here. Definitely goes below freezing, without a doubt. But it doesn't last like it does up north. But for usually we get a month or 2 of really cold weather, and it's down around 30 or below. During the day, it warms up a little bit, but it definitely gets. Your pipes can freeze down here too, I guarantee you. I've had many of them freeze. I always have to keep the water running at night, all winter, just dripping. Make sure there's some heat lights on certain things so they don't freeze. But yeah, it does get cold. And just like up north, you got to have a winter jacket, winter clothes. Hmm. Let's see. Trinity texted me. Let's see. I think he's saying she can't come on tonight. Well, they're like I said, that's what we called the, whatever what I told you they were, I think they're the same thing, I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, I'm okay, a friend of mine just texted me and told me his wife passed away, and she was only 44. I'm kind of in shock a little bit. Give me just a minute, Ken. Yeah, sure are. Yeah, a good friend of mine just texted me and told me that his wife, who was 44, he came home from work and she was laying there like she was napping and she died. He hasn't got into all the details with me yet, but they don't even really know what happened. Wow. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yep. A lot of stuff going on, this COVID stuff and everything, and I don't know if she had COVID or not. He don't even know yet. I mean, it just happened, I guess. He didn't say what day. Um, of course, I'm sure he's quite upset, and they have children and stuff like that, young children. Yep, Trinity says she can't get on tonight either. I don't know what's going on with her. Who knows? Whoops. This last few years, my God, it's been one person after another. One person after another. It's been terrible. When you're younger and you're a kid, back when you think you're gonna live forever and stuff, and your parents are younger, your aunts and uncles are all younger. Nobody's dying, really, when you're younger for some reason. It's just not. Hey, ASD, how are you doing? You been sick? Yeah, me too. I pulled my back out. Was getting better, and actually, this morning I pulled it out again. Ah, and of course, I still have a lot of lung problems. Went to the doctor and found out I got high blood pressure, so they're getting medication for that. And one thing after another. You missed Brad. He's been on a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, in the last week, something like that. That Minnie, I think, was on last night or the day before, a couple of days in a row. And a close friend of mine just passed away about a little over a week ago. And one thing after another. One thing after another. And plus, there's still the stress of this moving and everything and fixing the RV and, pain in the butt. Oh, by the way, Ken, the water pump that wasn't working in my RV, I managed to fix that today too. Evidently, when the previous owner winterized it years ago, some of the winterized chemical was in the pump and stopping it from working. You got the first shot? Yeah. Yeah, my wife got both of them. Actually, I didn't get anything yet. I don't trust it yet. I may end up getting it, I don't know. But the list is getting down anyway, Ken. That guy was still texting me about his wife dying. One of a good close friend of mine, his wife passed away, ASD. Came home from work, and his wife was laying on the bed like she was taking a nap, and she died. They haven't figured out what made her die yet. And she's only 44. They got little kids and everything. and, he's freaking out pretty much, which I'm understandable. They were married for, like, 27 years, something like that. Everything fixed now, not quite. I have the parts coming. In fact, one of the parts came in from my water heater today. Now, my water heater actually does work technically. I did get that working on AC, but I want it to work on gas too. So I got the parts coming for that, so that'll be fixed. And the only thing I got left really is the refrigerator. The refrigerator does work, same with as the water heater. It works on electricity, but not on gas. So I'm gonna fix that too. And then every appliance will be working then. The furnace is working great. Everything's working great. Excuse me. So it's been quite a trial. I mean, getting everything fixed. And next thing is we've got to try to squeeze that shed of mine in there, which is 10 by 16. And I really don't quite have 10 feet space to get it through. So I'm going to have to pull one of my slides in for the bedroom, which I think that'll go in about 3 or 4 feet. And then it's still going to be a really tight fit. So that's going to be a real adventure, I'll tell you that, getting that dang thing in there. Oh, and I have to empty the poop tanks. The poop tank itself, I think I think it was sitting for so long with stuff in it, it's got solid. So I gotta put some stuff in there to make it eat stuff up and liquefy stuff so I can drain that damn thing, 'cause it's pretty fairly full. But I've got one of them portable tanks coming that you can dump it in, so I'm gonna have to put that chemical and stuff in there to break stuff up and so I can get it to dump. And then I'll just bring it over to my daughter's septic tank and to clean out and dump it in there. Probably have to do it a couple of times 'cause that's a 30-gallon tank. But the tank I got coming is only 21, so I'll probably get half of it at a time. The gray water is just water from the sink and stuff like that. I'll let that go out on the ground. We're out in the country, who gives a damn? It don't hurt anything. It's not like it's really nasty or anything. It's not. A little bit of dishwater once in a while or something like that, or a little water from washing your hands. That's all that is. But the main part in the living room that had a ceiling leak where the seam was broken apart, we did fix that. Oh, your internet crashed? Ah, okay. Well, I guess you missed everything I said then. I was telling you a close friend of mine passed away too about a week and a half ago, which is my daughter, which you've met her, Jennifer, here. Her fiance passed away. So it's been one thing after another. And in the middle of trying to move and pack, and we got the clients moved out and all that stuff, and had to get all their stuff moved, which was a job and a half. Yeah, I mean, it's all part of life, but it just makes things tough, that's all. You know, he was working, he had a pretty good job, he made good money, but my daughter is not because she's been babysitting the grandson, and so things are gonna get tough on her. She's gonna have to get a job somewhere. Oh, I got several smoke detectors, Ken. Brand new fire extinguishers up on the wall, a couple of them actually. So, yeah, we're all prepared for that. We have a gas detector that's built into the system. It detects gas and carbon monoxide and all that stuff too. Oh, yeah, that's all covered. Yeah, like I said, I got 2 of them, 2 or 3 of them, all brand new. They're all installed already. That was one of the first things I put up was the smoke detectors. And I got carbon monoxide one that's built into the camper. It's part of the camper system, and that works, no problem. Yep, I'm used to all that because with the group home here, we have lots of smoke detectors, 13 of them, I think, and carbon monoxide detectors. We've got the flashing lights that go off when the detectors go off and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm used to all that stuff. Safety first, always. Boy, Recon must not be coming on tonight either, huh? 21 minutes in. He's usually here by now. Unless he had an extended stay at Taco Bell. You gonna be doing some traveling back to Massachusetts? Well, it's probably good weather for it now. At least it's not hot and not too cold. So it should be perfect weather for traveling. I wouldn't mind taking a trip back up to New Hampshire myself in maybe about another month, but that's not going to happen unless we hit the lottery or something. That ain't going to happen either. In fact, if I hit the lottery, I wouldn't be moving. I'd just pay this mortgage off and that'd be the end of it. And then I'd hire some contractors to come in and fix a lot of stuff, make some changes. Of course, this house is like way too big for just my wife and I alone. That would be a curse for her and me because we're getting too old to keep doing this stuff anyway, and keeping this whole house clean is a job. I'd have to win the lottery like Brad did. Hey, Velvet, how you doing? Here to listen, huh? Well, there's only 3 of us here. Trinity's not coming tonight. Recon hasn't showed up yet. I'm not sure he's gonna show up tonight. Maybe he texted me earlier and said he's not gonna be here tonight. I don't know. Let me see. I bet he did. Oh, yeah, yeah, he said he's not gonna be here tonight. No, that was on the 11th. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if he's coming tonight or not. No idea. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, Velvet. Well, ASD, we get lots of floods in Florida too. Don't forget, we are the hurricane capital of the world. And believe me, hurricanes drop a lot of water, even if you're only close to it. Not to mention you get the tornadoes along with it. In fact, we're surrounded by water. One good tidal wave and we're all gone. I've always said My biggest fear for Florida would be is getting hit by a tsunami. If a tsunami hit Florida, you could cut it right off the map. There'd be no Florida. Be gone. I mean, we're barely above sea level now, and a lot of places in Florida are below sea level. So if we get hit by a tsunami, forget about it. Disney World would be floating toward Japan. I mean, heck, this place isn't very big. I mean, it's not very wide. Florida's a longer. It's pretty long, but the width of the state's only like 250 miles or something like that. It's not very wide. I know most hurricanes that have come anywhere close, within 100 miles of us, we usually get a lot of water. 5, 6 inches at least, sometimes more. In fact, the Swanee River goes by close by in Santa Fe, and they always overflow the banks. And they get like really, really deep. And then see the Swanee goes right out into the Gulf of Mexico. And that's a fast running river too. The Swanee River. That river is like, I think it goes something like 5 miles an hour. And that's fast for a river. About 5 or 6 miles an hour. It is super, super fast, the flow. Yep, we got the Gulf on one side and the Atlantic on the other. I'm surprised it survived as long as it has. It's kind of strange how Florida was made. I mean, the U.S. is pretty dang bulky. It's pretty big. Then it goes down into Mexico and Texas and all that, and thins out again, but then it gets bigger again when you get to South America. But Florida is just not really that big, really. Of course, we're not the smallest state either. I mean, we're still bigger than some of the little states, There's some smaller ones. Excuse me. 'Cause I need some more of this coffee again, I guess. I've been doing pretty good on the coffee can. I'm down to 2 or 3, maybe 4 cups a day sometimes, which is very little for me. And sometimes I'll throw it away at half full and just get a fresh cup, whatever. A lot of times I'll just warm it up, but lately I've been getting down about halfway. If it's close to bedtime, I just dump it, go to bed. Been pretty tired lately. I don't have the energy I used to have. I feel kind of worthless because of it, because I just don't have the energy to do a lot of there's a lot I want to do, but I just can't. Then throwing my back out made that even worse. Never did that when I was younger. Even up to maybe in my 40s. never had my back thrown out until after then. In my 40s, it happened a few times, but nothing that serious, but it's still painful. Yep, Rhode Island is. There's some that's not too much bigger than that either. I don't think New Jersey's that big either. I just look at a map. Because, technically I think Florida is bigger than quite a few states. Mostly the New England ones. Now, Maine's pretty good size. New Hampshire's not really that big either. There's not that much to New Hampshire. Vermont's not much bigger either. That's a $10 fine this time, Recon. Pay up. No excuses. How you doing, buddy? You just sat down. I was about 4 minutes late myself because I pulled my back out again today. I was just feeling better, and I pulled it out again today. So, Recon, I'll catch you up real quick. As you know, I go all the way down to DeLand. That took that long drive. Actually, it wasn't DeLand. It's called Lake Helen. Tiny little bitty place. But it's down by DeLand. I buy that other furnace thinking mine was totally defective. I get back. So I start looking at the wiring and stuff. And my son's in his 40s, and he's done contracting a lot, whatever. And I got thinking about it, and I said, you know what? I want to look at this thing. And I asked him up front if he just used the white and the red wire. He said, yep. Lied to me. I pulled the thermostat apart, and he hooked all the wires to it, like 6 or 7 of them. Some of them went to the air conditioning. He did not even put the wires I told him to put where to put them. So I pull them all out. I find the wires, the 2 that need to be there, which is actually a red and a yellow. No, red and white. Red and white or red and yellow? I don't remember now. Red and white, I think. Anyway, for that furnace to run, all you got to do is tie them 2 wires together, completes the circuit to fire the furnace. I find the right ones, tie them together, give it a little bit of time, bam. The blower goes on, which purges the system. This is the way it's supposed to work. Purges the system for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, it sends a signal to the main board, says, I'm okay, everything's working fine, turns the gas on, ignites it, and goes. And it did everything it was supposed to do. The damn furnace worked. My son did the wiring wrong. I wired it with the 2 wires like it was supposed to be done with a brand new Honeywell, and it worked perfect. I went all the way down there, bought that damn furnace for nothing. Okay, I'll tell her, Recon. No problem. I've got a lot of relatives in Massachusetts too, ASD. Most of my relatives live around Quincy, which is right outside of Boston. That my grandparents actually lived in Boston at one time. Long, long, long time ago. So anyway, recon, I have another furnace. Figure, well, it didn't really. I mean, I wanted to save the money if I could have, but still, I got it at a really cheap price. It works. So there's nothing wrong with it. My furnace to replace it would be about $1,500 to $1,600. I got that one for $125. No time and gas to go get it. Figure, well, I'll just keep it for a spare. The motherboard's $170 on it. So, I still got the parts off it if I needed or whatever. Or when I do the studio, I could very easily put that furnace into the studio probably. Actually, it's an excellent price. The guy only sold it so cheap because it's hot out. It's warm out. He didn't think anybody would buy it. He just wanted to get rid of it. Get it out of the way. That's the only reason. In fact, he told me it was originally cheap, about $150. Then he dropped it to $125. That's when I bought it. It still hurts from the COVID shot. Yeah, my wife said it hurt her for 2 or 3 days the first time. I think the second shot, I think she said it was only about a day, not as bad as the first shot. I think pretty much everybody that gets that shot ASD has a sore arm. I haven't talked to anybody yet that didn't bother their arm. I mean, that's definitely a side effect of it. I didn't get it because it hurts your arm, though. I got it because I really just don't trust it yet. And the flu shot makes me really sick. I can't afford to get to be that sick. So I've been very hesitant about getting it. Nobody noticed that you didn't wave recon. I didn't. Oh, you're talking to ASD. Okay. Well, you called him ass. Oh my gosh. You gonna take that ASD? I'd give him the devil for that. Don't take it bad, ASD. He can't type at all. He really can't. And Trinity's not coming tonight either. Caitlin's obviously not coming either, I don't think. Although she might have had to work tonight. I'm not sure. Yeah, that autocorrect makes you do a lot of apologizing, don't it? Welcome to the apologizing club, because I have to do the same dang thing all the time. The autocorrect on my phone gets me all the time. Always. I've got to really watch what the result was before I hit that send key. It's terrible. So what is wrong with your car, Recon? You never did tell us. Did they figure it out yet? I got these scripts. I gotta use them once in a while. Ah. Well, you've always been good at all that waving stuff and the other, Emicons and all that stuff. That's why I know it's you usually because all of the little Emicons you use. Oh, so they don't even know what's wrong with it yet. Wow. That's bad. Uh, that sounds like a month's pay. When they don't know what's wrong with it, that sounds like a month's pay, at least. So we got the furnace fixed today, Recon, and I got the water pump fixed that's inside the camper. It wasn't working before either. But finally found out what was wrong with that and got that fixed too. All that's left is I got the water heater working on electric, but it's never worked on gas. I got parts coming for that. I'm sure we'll make that work. Only thing left is the gas part of the refrigerator, and then everything will be working. Oh, we hadn't had a chance to look at it yet? Yeah. He lost connection earlier. He may have lost connection again. Oh, it's probably his internet. I was talking to him earlier and he was gone already. Lost connection. He probably did, except it went down one person, so he must have lost connection. He looks like he may be coming back on. It's up to 5 again, so maybe he's back. Are you back, ASD? Well, I'm sure he understands it was a typo. Autocorrect. Evidently has to learn ASD. No, back down to 4. Maybe he's having trouble getting on. I think he's not feeling well too. So he may have just gave up finally. Who knows? Internet's going crazy on him. That's my concern right now is getting internet over at the new place. I don't know. It's not looking very good right at the moment. Everybody wants too damn much money for it. And it's all crappy internet. Unfortunately. If my daughter lived closer to me, which she's not that far away, She lived down the road toward me, probably another 100 yards. I could get the DSL again. There he is. He got back. Did you lose connection again, ASD? God. Yeah, he's back. Well, within 3 days, your arm should be back to normal ASD. At least it was with my wife and some of my other relatives that got the shot. Ah, you're going back and forth. I see. All this stuff that's been going on lately, the camper and fixing things and everything and back and forth. It makes me tired all the time. I tell you what, it's wearing me out. I've always been a night hawk. I mean, I used to always be up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, probably, sometimes later. Lately, after I get off the stream here, usually within a half an hour, I'm in bed. Just too tired. But I still get up pretty early though, even though I don't really have to, but I do. I have to make myself lay back down and stay in bed because I don't get much sleep. So I'll still wake up 3 or 4 or 5 times at night and still have trouble going to sleep. It's just still it's even more tiring than normal. Yeah, I know you hear ASD. I've been talking to you. I guess you're not hearing me. How's your gaming stream going, ASD? You getting any more people yet? I think you said you usually get what about 4 or 5? You getting any more yet? Up to 10 yet? I don't know what's more dangerous for recon, cooking or chasing the kids. I guess pick one. Yeah, I thought you might be Velvet. The count was still right for you to be here, so I figured you were just listening in. That's what you said you was doing, just listening. So I see him just fine. Tell him to turn his volume up. I don't know why you can't hear me, ASD. Must have turned the speaker volume down or something. Or unplugged his earphones. I didn't ask if you gave up. I just asked if you had more people on your stream yet. I'm assuming everybody else is hearing me okay. It probably won't be much longer when I'll probably stop streaming every night. Maybe the last week that we're here, I'll probably stop streaming at night, you guys, just so you know, because I'll be packing everything up. And then I'm not sure how long it'll be. I may try to do a live stream with my phone. Probably will. Not sure exactly if it'll be the same time or not, though. We'll see. I'll have to do an experiment with it and see how it works. Because I can go right through YouTube Studio with my phone. Well, that's good. Go ahead, get her uploaded. I haven't uploaded anything in a while. I just do the live streams and it does that automatically, but I need to do some uploads. I haven't done anything to upload yet, though. Okay, Recon, no problem. Well, 7's good. That's not bad. I think the most I've had here was like 16 or 17, something like that. But some of them were trolls. I'm not sure if they were or not. Maybe they weren't. Actually, my granddaughter's got a bunch of people on here one night. I don't really know yet. I'm not 100% sure. You guys will get notice without a doubt. I mean, I may not do it a week before. I may try to go just a few days before. So I'm not sure yet. We don't have a hard date to get out. I mean, we're trying to get out by the 1st, but I was already told that we can, if we have to take a few more days or whatever, a little bit longer, whatever, that's okay. So we'll see. Well, I'm sure there is. I haven't checked my delay. Let's see what it is today. About a 7-second delay today, 6 or 7 seconds. Which doesn't surprise me with my connection. They'd have a hard time doing that. I mean, I can be stubborn too. They can't even evict me because it's against the law. You can't evict anybody right now in Florida. I mean, I could be a real prick about it and, you know, say you can't evict me. Of course, they just turn the power off, but, you know. But they they can't really do that very well because we have a big generator here. We have a 30,000 watt generator right out the door here. It runs on gas. They'll power most of this house. So even if they turn the lights out, it won't do them any good. Welcome back, ASD. Although I'm just about ready to shut her down for the night. We're getting pretty close to that hour mark. And as always, I'm still tired. But I do like to keep you guys posted on what's going on, how things are going. Oh, okay. Good night, Ken. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. You know I do. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Take care. Yeah, we're down to the last 2.5 minutes or whatever. So 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. That's what I should do a 2-minute warning so everybody has plenty of time to say goodnight. I hate it when I usually try to wait for you guys to say goodnight to each other. And I hate it when you guys type it too late and somebody doesn't see it. Yeah, I knew there was a delay. My crappy internet. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. ASD, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Have a good night. And we'll see you the next time you get on. So have a good night and stay healthy. Recon, you late dog, you. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow night. I will pass the message on to Jennifer. I'm sure she'll understand. And take care of yourself, Recon. We'll talk to you later. Velvet, I know you're here somewhere. Have a good night, Velvet, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Take care, everyone. Thanks for coming, Velvet. You know you just listen most of the time, but we'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, me too, Recon. I'll be happy seeing it pretty soon. So have a good night, buddy. We'll catch you all later. Good night, all.